let's see. So our next topic is statistics. Okay, in this TCS NQT, as per the previous year papers, we just go through. Statistics is very, very important. They given a lot of questions related to statistics. So we'll work on the statistics, my dear friends. Right, related to statistics. Yeah, in this statistics, what we are going to focus here, how to calculate mean, median, mode, and range. In fact, variance and standard deviation also will focus. Variance and standard deviation as well, right? So you can learn how to calculate mean, median, mode, range, variance, and standard deviation. Some of you may have already idea related to this. It's a part of your subject during your BTech for few people, and few people this subject is not the statistics is not there in your academics. Fine, anyhow, let's try to learn. See, here we are again calculate dividing this into grouped data and ungrouped data, two different scenarios. So in ungrouped data, how to calculate the mean, mode, median, variance, and standard deviation. In grouped data, how to calculate mean, mode, median, standard deviation, and variance, all these factors. Let's start with this ungrouped data first, then we'll go for grouped data. Ungrouped data, first focus how to calculate mean, median, mode, and range. Then we'll move for grouped data, my dear friends. Right. Now see this, mean is nothing but average, mean and average both same. It's simple, sum of terms divided by number of terms, or sum of the data given divided by number of data, or better we can write sum of terms or sum of the data what are they given divided by how many number of data is given or number of terms. Average and mean for ungrouped data, we are now focusing on ungrouped data. Later we will focus on grouped data, how to handle. As per previous papers, last year strategy, this year there may be some changes, I agree, but as per last year strategy, statistics, grouped data, ungrouped data, mean, median, mode, everything is given. So you kindly try to focus on this. This is very important, and they're given 3 to 4 questions, not 1 or 2 questions. As per last year's strategy, if you want to follow, around 3 to 4 questions in numerical ability or quantitative aptitude or arithmetic ability. They may give this subject different names. They can call this as arithmetic ability or quantitative aptitude or numerical ability. Reasoning is a different part. I'm just speaking about quantitative aptitude or numerical ability or arithmetical ability. They can give different name for that. Mean is simple, average sum of terms by number of terms. Right. Now see the first one. If you want to solve this example, they're given only limited. They're giving limited data, around 10 numbers or 12 numbers, like that only. If it is ungrouped data, if they're given 100 numbers, then that data can be converted into grouped data. What is the drawback in ungrouped data? Why you have to go to grouped data also, we'll discuss later. I'm giving you very basic things. Okay, if you learn, we can solve the complicated questions also. Right, now here they given only 6 terms. They may give up to 10 terms only. Ungrouped data, if they given, they'll give only 10 information, not more than that, as they know time limit is there, right? So they can't give more data. Now here, yes, we have 6 terms. If you want to find the average, first we need to do summation of that, divide by 6, right? That's simple. Now first we are calculating the sum, we got 69. Then divided by how much data, 6 is there, yes, we got 11.5. So I can say mean for this ungrouped data is 11.5. 11.5, right? So that's what you can see, mean is 11.5 here. This is one example where they're given 6 terms. They may give 8 terms, max to max they're giving up to 10 to 12 terms only, not beyond that. This is ungrouped data. Now let's see the other example in the same fashion. Now here they given around 2 and 5, yeah, 7 data is given. What we have to do is, if you want to find mean price, we have to do adding all this. Well, adding also you need to play a gentle role. Sometimes calculate in general for TCS virtual calculator is allowed. Okay, in the top right corner, if you see the TCS portal, I'll share you one link today. TCS NQT sample test link will be shared today. There you can find, there is top right corner, there is one virtual calculator. All right, so whether they allow for this time or not, we have to check. But last year, virtual calculators allow. Now, what you'll do while calculation also, take that 100 first, 500, 100, 300. We have 900, 900, right? And this combination, 325, 375, will generate 700 for us. So 900 and 700, we got 1600. Along with this 350, 1950. If 50 is given 2000, and this is 225. So 2225 is the sum we'll get, divided by 7. So as we have 7 terms, that will give the value. It should be around 300 range. So while calculating, first calculate the sum, divide by 7. Right. So first be careful while doing the sum and play some trick, which is the combination of hundreds you pick, so that addition will be easy for you. When virtual calculator is allowed, it's easy. If not, you have to play this trick. Right. Now that's it, simple. So mean, I hope you got the clarity. Or average, mean or average. In simple, sum of terms by number of terms. This discussion is only for ungrouped data. Right. Now let's see median. Median is nothing but middle number, but you have to put them in numerical order. Numerical order means we have to arrange the given data in ascending order. You have to arrange given data in ascending order, or you have to arrange the given data in descending order. Arrange the given data in ascending or descending order. After that, which is the middle term. Sir, if you have two middle terms, do average of middle terms. If one middle number, okay. If only one middle number is available, means n is odd. N is odd. Number of terms is odd. When you have only one middle number, that's nothing but called median. But before that, you have to put them in ascending or descending order. Then, if n is odd number of terms is odd, we have only one middle number, we call it like median. But if n is even, number of terms is even, we will get two middle numbers. Then we have to do average of those two. If n is even, we will get two middle numbers. Two middle numbers will be there. Now we have to do adding those two, divide by 2. Right, so if you have two middle numbers, let's call m1 and m2. So then m1 plus m2 divided by 2 we have to calculate to find the median. To find the median, so you have to add these two, then divide by 2. Right, so it's average of those two numbers. We can also call this as a average of those two numbers. If you have two middle numbers, do average of that. Adding those two divided by 2 is nothing but average only, right? Very good. Now let's see example related to that. Yes, here they're given six numbers which we taken for that mean example. Now if we see the six numbers, okay, put this six numbers, right? They're given 12, 15, 11, 11, 7. Put in a numerical order. It may be ascending order or descending order, your choice. Then after that, middle number, as n is even here, number of how many number of terms is there is even. So we have two middle terms. We have to take average of that. Right. So these people use ascending order here. You can follow descending order also, whether it may be ascending order or descending order. Okay. Arrange that. If you have two middle terms, take the average of those two. Here ascending order came, so we are taking average of those. Or adding those to divide by 2. 11 plus 12 divide by 2 is your answer. So we have two terms, add those two, and then divide by 2 will give the average, medians, right? So median is nothing but 11.5. If number of terms is odd number, then directly one middle term only there. That's the next exam. Right. Fine. See the next question. That's what you can see. This is all basic questions, but given in previous thesis. Okay, similar one. They given only 6 data, or 8 or 10 data, limited. They given the median. See, last year at the end, I'll show you one question which is given related to this median point of view. They given 11, 8 numbers. One number is not given, and they given median is so and so. You have to find that unknown number. That to middle number they given. That's a good question given in previous paper actually. Okay, I'll show you that at the end. But first understand the basic. Okay, we can use this knowledge for any exam. It's not only specific to thesis. If you understand the statistics, wherever statistics come to picture, you can go ahead. Now for this data, if you want to find the median, so first we have to put them in a ascending order or descending order. As we have number of terms is 7, we'll go to only one middle number. So we can find that middle number and we can decide the answer. So if you put in order, numerical order, see, we have only one middle term. That's nothing but 325. Straightforward, we can say median is nothing but 325 here, right? So good. Let me check how many people joined. Yeah, as of now, I can see 420 plus join. Right. So here, yeah, this is median. This all looks like very simple, but my dear friends, this knowledge is sufficient to crack the things. Okay. Now you got the idea regarding mean, median for ungrouped data. Now let's focus on mode. Okay. Mode is nothing but which is most frequently occurred, frequently came, most occur, or frequently occur or most occur is nothing but called mode among the data which is frequently came. Sometimes you have no mode as well. Some questions have two or three modes, multiple modes also there. Some questions you have two or three modes, some questions only one mode, some questions no mode also. So when you will get no mode, if there is no number, no data repeated, every number occur only one time, then there is no mode, my dear friend. So then when you will got two or three modes, suppose I have 11 occurred twice, 13 also occurred twice, remaining all occurred one time. I have a data, 12 came two times, 11 came two times, remaining all data came one time. Then 11 and 12 both are modes only. 11 and 12 both will consider as a mode. Right. Now, that's what you can see here. This is very simple question. Okay, here no need to put in ascending order, descending order, no need to do sum. Mode is very easy out of all the discussion whatever happened till now. So here most frequently occurred is nothing but here 11. 11 came two times, so 11 is repeated twice, so mode is nothing but 11. Remaining all came one time. 11 is come 11 occurred twice, so which is occurred most times, most frequently came or most repeated is what mode. Okay, fine. Now that's what more than one mode also there, depends on the question data, more than one mode also. You can see this example here 7 occurred twice, 5 occurred twice, remaining all data came one time. Now what is the mode, sir? Mode is 5 and 7. Mode 5 7 both. I don't have one mode, now I have two modes, because 5 and 7 occurred twice, remaining all came one time only. Yeah, sir, no, I have one more 9. One more 9 means then mode is 5 7 9. We have two modes, three modes, more than one mode also there. For few data, this is called bimodal. That's what you can see here. We can call it like bimodal. Trimodal also there. Depends on the data given. We have to decide, right? Next, no mode is when every term occur only one time. There is no mode. You can see this here. All numbers only occur once. Okay, for mode, if at least one should repeat again, there is no repetition, every number came only one time, there is no mode. Mode is not there if numbers occur only once, right? Now for this question, yes, I'll wait for your response in the chat box. Can anyone give what is the mode? Somebody said no mode. 435, 402, many responses now. Excellent. Good, my dear friend. So no mode. Superb. Right. So mode is not there because no number is repeated. We can call it like no mode. There is no mode here. right? So because every term occurs only one time, we can say it's no mode. Super. Right, no mode. Excellent. Now see the next question. Yeah. Mode means like most. Mode means like most. So what about range? Range is nothing but highest number in the data minus lowest number. Range, if you want to calculate, highest number among the data minus lowest number. Ungrouped data bit easy. Now we have to enter into grouped data. Their calculations will be bit typical, right? We'll see how to handle grouped data. Later we'll discuss for ungrouped data, grouped data, variance and standard deviation. Till now, first we are focusing on mean, mode and median. Later we'll focus on variance and standard deviation, right? Now, yeah, range. Range is simple. It's highest, largest number minus smallest number, or highest numbers minus smallest number. Range is largest minus smallest among the given data. So, what is the largest number here? 55. Smallest number is 26. Difference between those two is nothing but range. Range is largest among the data minus smallest among the data, which is nothing but 29. It's a bit easy, but you people may feel that, sir, statistics not covered for us. You may have that in your mind. That's why we are covering all those inputs from the scratch with ungrouped data and grouped data both. Right, so if you just see that this is 55, not 50. Largest number is 55, smallest number is 26. The difference is nothing but 29. So we can climb. Range is nothing but 29. Right, so hope you got the idea for ungrouped data. What is mean? Mean means sum of terms divided by number of terms. For median, you have to put the given data in a proper order, numerical order. It may be ascending or descending order. Then find the middle number. If you have n is even number, then you have two middle terms. Add those two, divide by 2. If you have only one middle term, that's the median. Whereas mode is which is most occurred. Range is largest minus smallest. That's the summary here. Whereas range is largest minus smallest. Range is largest number minus smallest number. Right, so mean is nothing but average, median, number, middle number, or average of the numbers in the middle. In simple, we can say median like this, right? Mode, which occurs most time. Clear. Now let's go for group data. And before going for group data, you may have a doubt, sir, why this ungrouped data? Why we have to enter into group data? We have ungrouped data, sir, already. Then why this group data? Actually, they don't ask this in exam point of view. In exam point of view, they don't ask all this stuff. But if you have a clarity, okay, you may have a doubt, sir. If they given 10 numbers like above, we can calculate sum of the divide by number of and putting ascending order, descending order, we can handle, sir. If you have huge data, 20, 30, 100 like that, then how can we handle ungrouped data? Yes, that is why when number of observations is large, when number of observations is large, that then this group data is going to help you. I'll show you how can you convert that ungrouped data, grouped data. If it is large information, convert that ungrouped data to grouped data and will play a role. So how can you see this here, my dear friends? Here we have more data, right? We have, you can see it's more than 30 plus or 40 plus, we can see here up to 10. Roughly I'm saying 10, 20, 30, 40, nearly 50 data is there, close to 50. Right, so now doing mean, sum of all these divided by number of, or putting this is already in how advantage to calculate median is, this is in ascending order, it's easy for you. But if you have more data, ungrouped data, mean median mode, that will be a bit difficult. So what you can do, you can convert this ungrouped data to grouped data. This is how, but they don't ask in exam, you have to convert like this. They'll give the group data already, but for your better clarity, I'm giving that idea. Why we are entering into ungrouped data and how generally the data will be converted. So what I can do, I can take like this observation, right? So from 0 to 5, 5 is not included here. Then 5 to 10, 10 is not included. 10 to 15, I'll divide this in this way. 15 to 20 means 15 to 19 included, 20 to 25. I'm dividing like this intervals. These are called class or interval, dividing into some groups or some classes or some intervals. Now, what is the frequency? Frequency means from 0 to 5, how many data is available? 0 to 4, we don't include 5 now. Here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, up to that only. So how much data is there? We have 6 data. So from 0 to 5, the data occurred 6 times. So here I can put 6. Right. Then 5 to 10. 10 is not included. 10 is not included. So 5 up to 10. Here we have 3, 4, 7, 9. I think if I'm not wrong, 10. Right. Then 10 to 40, 14 up means here it is up to 13 only. 5, 8 is there. Then 15 to 19. Here 1, 4, and 4, 8. I think 9 if I'm not wrong. Right. Then remaining all data 20 to 24. So you have 7. So actually total data is 24, 33, 40 is there. Total data is around 40. 40 observations is there. This is what? Adding all this frequency will give n. So how can you know n? Frequency means generally we'll give the notation as f. N is nothing but sum of all observations. So frequency is sum of all the frequencies, nothing but number of observations. Will get 40 if all these calculations are correct. It's I think 24 and we have 16 here, 40. Right. So if any data is there, but I mistake, you can ignore it. But this is the procedure. Hope we got, yes, 40 observations. Superb. Now, this is the information how ungrouped data convert into grouped data. Now, I think you can get the idea. See, my dear friends, this is how the given question is. Class will be given, frequency will be given. Now, we have to calculate mean, we have to calculate median, we have to calculate mode class, range, okay, mid-range also there. In this group data, mid-range is there, range is also there. This is how question will be given now. They don't give this data and all. In group data, they'll give 2 columns, 1 column regarding class, 1 column regarding frequency. This may be like this column, or they can give in horizontal class like this, or they can put frequency like this. The same data can be mentioned like this, 0 to 5, 5 to 10. They can give data in different style, but this is how, maybe like this they'll give a question. They'll give a table in row wise or column wise, they can give the data. Now for this information you have to calculate the mean and mode, median, range, mid-range, later variance and standard deviation we need to focus. Right. Now sir, how to handle this? Yeah. Now this is what? Mean mode, median mode, range also we'll focus later. Variance and standard deviation also we'll discuss all. Now see, first for this group data, if you want to handle, what we have to do is you need to put one extra column. Okay, here or here, one extra column you need to add. We have to calculate midpoint. How to calculate midpoint is 0 plus 5 divided by 2. 2.5 is the midpoint for this. For this one, for this interval, what is the midpoint is 5 plus 10, 15 divided by 2. 10 plus 15, 25 divided by 2. Midpoint for each interval we have to calculate. How to calculate midpoint for the interval is, if you have 0 to 5, okay, midpoint is nothing but for that interval 0 plus 5 divided by 2, 2.5. If it is 5 to 10, that interval, midpoint is nothing but 5 plus 10 divided by 2, we have 7.5. Like this, we have to calculate midpoint. Okay, once midpoint is obtained, how to calculate the mean is sum of frequency into midpoint divided by number of observations. This is what? Sum of frequency. We are calculating midpoint. The column is like now class is there, frequency is there, midpoint is there. We have one more column here, midpoint. Now these two product, that we have to put one more column. Okay, you can put now 4 columns. 4 columns we can handle. One is for class, one is for frequency. This is given in the question in how. Okay, this may be called as interval also, class or interval, or we can say it's like a group. Okay, and here xm we are calculating. Next you do f into xm, product. Now sum of all this divided by sum of all this. What is n, sir? N is nothing but sum of frequency. All number of observations. How will get number of observations is adding all the frequencies. Will give number of observations. So here this is now a bit difficult. Previously mean is easy. Sum of terms divided by number of terms. Now here there may be decimals for 2.5. Multiplying with that given f and doing all that summation will take time. This type of question is also given already. So now let's see. This is the question now. So my dear friends, what you have to do? What is the midpoint for this? First one, midpoint is, yeah, now everybody work on this. I'll give time. I'll give time. I want everyone data. What is midpoint? What is f into xn? What is sum of all this? Add two more columns, xm and f into xm. xm and f into xm. Later, I want two more informations after calculating all this. I want n, which is sum of all the frequencies, and I want sum of f into xm as well. We are calculating f into xm here, and I want sum of all those data and sum of all the frequencies. Sum of all the frequencies, sum of all f into xm, my dear friends. Everybody do it. It's a task. We have around 457 plus or 450 plus students are there. Okay, so guys, we have a track of data when you people join the session, when you people leave the session. So make sure, okay, this is for your benefit point of view. Somebody raising the hand, I think it's not required. Whatever you want, 220, 259, 138, 306 is raise the hand, requesting to allow to speak. My dear friends, if you have any issue, please try to mention that in the chat box, then I allow you to speak. 220, 1259, 138. A lot of people raise their hand. If any issue is there, kindly mention that in the chat box. Later we have a discussion. Yeah, somebody is first calculate n sum of all the frequencies, please. Yeah, a few people responded already in the chat box. N. Yeah, if we add all this, we have 10 here, 15 and 20, right? Superb. N is nothing but 20, sir. Excellent. But you have to calculate xm. Yes, first one xm is given by your friend. So, sir, this is 8.5, sir. 6 plus 11 upon 2, which is 8.5, sir. Good. Then here 27 divided by 2, sir, 13.5. Now here onwards, don't add those two, adding 5. Adding 5, this is 18.5. Here we have 23.5. Here 28.5. Adding 5 to this. Again add 5. This will be 33.5. Here add 5, 38.5. 38.5. Right. Now f into xm, then divide by 20, some f into xm, all we have to add, then multiply all those things. Yeah, here when it is even number, it's easy for you, but when you have odd numbers, 23.5 into 5 is taking time. But as per last year, see, this year information is not given, no information from the team, but last year the virtual calculator is allowed. Today after the session, I'll share you one link, which is TCS NQT sample test link in the group. You can try to take the test where you have top right corner virtual calculator allowed. Virtual calculator is having only few features, okay, not all. You can see how that is useful for you, but this year whether they allow or not, information is not yet given. So while practicing, assume that calculator is not allowed, right? Fine. Okay, now few people are doing so 1 into 8.5, 8.5 set, this is 27. Okay, and here we have a issue multiplying with 3. 3 18 is 54. Half of 3 is 1.5. See, you can first add that integer part, then half of this will be added. 3 into 18 is 54, right? Half of 3 is 1.5. Don't do directly. That trick you can apply. 5 into 23.5, sir. I don't do directly. 5 into 23 is 115. 5 half of that is 2.5. 117.5 we can call. When it is even number, no problem, right? That will be double. So we don't have issue when you have a even number. First, I will multiply with 2. This will become 57. Into 2 is 114. That's we don't have an issue when you are multiplying with this even number. But when you are multiplying with odd number, there you are facing some issue, right? So what you can do, 3 into 33.5 also. First 3 into 33, 99. 3 half is 1.5, which is 100.5 if I'm not wrong, right? So guys, now add all this data, right? So then you can find sum of this. So I'm just checking, anybody done with the sum? Okay, a lot of people given the value directly. Is it sum 500? Okay, good. Some of you mentioned sum is 4671. Is it so? Check remaining sum is 500 only. 509 somebody mentioned. Is it so? Check. Check once here. Point 0.5, point 0.5, point 0.5, point 0.5, 2 will be added. 4.5 is that 2 will be added. So the decimal part is not there. If you add all that, we'll get 500 actually. Check 500. Now finally, what is the mean is nothing but after all this, 500 upon 20, which is 25. So this is taking time. Actually, it's not taking time as it is a first question. We are spending some time here to understand the things better and how we can handle the calculations part, because definitely here we'll get some, for a few questions we'll get integer only. Suppose I'll say 6 to 8 means, or 6 to 10 means easy. 6 to 10 means 6 plus 10 divided by 2, 16 divided by 2, 8. Integer into integer handling is easy. Wantedly I given this question in decimal part, but how to do that multiplication in a gentle matter. Both integers means easy for you. F will be integer only, we don't get decimal. What is F? We understand, right? Already we discussed what is F means. How many times the data 6 to 11 is occurred. In that given information 6 to 11, how many observations occurred. That will be integer only. F is always integer. F is not decimal. F always integer. So this xm may be integer or decimal. So integer into decimal, how to handle? First multiply with integer, then this decimal point you can do later. This is always integer only. Right. That small things also play a role in exam point two as time is limited. Right. Now, yeah, serious. F is this, N is this. This is what the entire data. Those who are not yet done, you can observe this. See, we got same thing, right? 8.5, 27, 55.5, 117, all data. Sum of F into XM. Sum of F into XM. This is XM. This is F into XM. Right? So CF, cumulative frequency. What is CF, sir? Cumulative frequency. This is required for median point of view, not required here. For median, this column you can ignore. This is required for median only. This one you know not required. This one required for median. For median point of view, you can use this. Right? Don't use for while calculating the mean. This is sufficient. These two columns, xm and f into xm, sufficient. Right? So I hope you got the idea how to calculate the mean for group data. Now median is bit typical, and they're asking questions related to median as well. Now here itself you can see there is lot of stuff involved. What is LM? What is W? What is N by 2? What is CF? N, I hope you got the idea. N is nothing but sum of all the frequencies. This one you have a clarity. This one is you have a clarity. What is W is nothing but width of median class. First here in the question we have to decide median class. The main basic scenario here is first we have to decide the median class. So W is the width of median class. Width of median class. Width of median class. If median class is, for example, from 15 to 20, then LM is 15. If median class is 15 to 20, then the lower value of the median class is LM. LM is the median class. What is the lower one? LM is okay. LM is nothing but lower limits in the median class. First, we have to decide median class. One moment. There is some issue with my laptop. But still, I hope you can see the screen. All right, so one moment. Yeah. Now, this is what? Okay, lower limits of that median class, LM. N is total number of observation, that is sum of frequency. Right. And here, frequency of median class. F is nothing but for that median class, what is the frequency? Median class is having some frequency. This is frequency of median class. First, you have to decide what is median class. How to decide that is what very important. Okay, so we'll see how to handle that median class. Median class, how to decide is important. Okay, F is nothing but frequency of median class. Okay, good. Next, CF is important. So I think here N by 2, F, LM all okay. But CF is the problem. Cumulative frequency of previous class I have to do. See, median class is something, but cumulative frequency, this one I'll explain in the question. Now you may not understand better. I'll explain that in the question. But right now, median, you just try to recall this formula. You have to write a number of times in your on paper. Don't listen only class. You need to practice, write it on paper. This formula you may not able to remember easily. Whereas mean is sum of f into xm by sum of f is okay. But this one, n by 2 minus cumulative frequency divide by frequency. For all this, we have to multiply with W, which is width of the median class or width of the class size. Every class size is same. So it is width of median class or width of class is sufficient plus median class lower limits. Right, this is separate. Okay, so this one you have to write 10 times, then you can recall that formula easily. Now let's go ahead with the question, my dear friends. Now here, what are the data they given? You have to add one more column. Previously for mean, we taken like for the data given is class and frequency. For that we added xm and f into xm. Here, one more column, cumulative frequency we have to add. What are the question they given? Cumulative frequency we have to add. Now, yeah, we'll go for the question related to median. But before that, one small input regarding mode class. This is not mode class. How to decide mode class is which is having largest frequency, F largest one. The class with largest frequency, the class with largest frequency is called mode class. That entire class or entire interval, we can call it as a class or interval. That entire class or interval is nothing but mode class. That entire range, it's not mode now, it's mode class. That entire is called mode class. Median class is there, mode class is there. How to decide the mode class is which is having the largest frequency among the data, right? Now, mid-range. Mid-range is nothing but you have data 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, 20 to 25. Then what is mid-range? Is lowest, first row lowest value, last row highest value. First row lowest value, last row highest value, divide by 2. Mid-range is 0 plus 25 divided by 2, which is 12.5. This is mid-range. MR, mid-range. What about range, sir? Range is nothing but 25 minus 0. Last row, last value minus first row, first value, range. Range is nothing but last row, last one minus first row, first one. This is not about the data. In that class or interval, what is the last one and the first, lowest one and the highest one in that range? Okay, whereas mid-range is adding those two divide by 2. Okay, here subtracting those two is nothing but range. Mid-range is this. So I hope you got the clarity. No need of F here. I don't worry about the frequency. Frequency is not required for this. For mid-range or for range, frequency is not required. Only that interval is required. Okay, now here, this is what related to median. Now, guys, calculate cumulative frequency. I'll just try to increase the size. Give me a minute so that you can visualize the things better. That value is bit simple. You can zoom it anyhow. I'm just trying to change that size. Meanwhile, you calculate the cumulative frequency. Right. Now done. Okay, you can see that change now. Yeah. Fine. So just we added this cumulative frequency, one extra column now. So what is cumulative? Cumulative means total. Total frequency up to that point. Up to that point, what is the total frequency? So here, up to here 1. Now 1 plus 2, 3. Now previous one 3. Now I have 3 or more observations, 6. Up to now 6 is there. Now 5 added, 11. Right, so 11 plus 4, 15. I'm just giving the procedure here, but when you are writing directly, you can write 15 plus 3, 8, 18, 18 plus 2, 20. This last value is nothing but n. This last value is nothing but n. We're adding all this, right? So yes, you can write directly that CF. No need of all this stuff. I am giving you that explanation, but directly you can write 1, 1 plus 2, 3, 3 plus 3, 6, 6 plus 5, 11, 11 plus 4, 15, 15 plus 3, 18, sir. 18 plus 2 is 20, sir. Yes, you can write it directly, or you can do this, okay, for your information. But this is just last value will give you n, my dear friends. Okay, n is last value. Sir, now, very important is how you are deciding the median class. Lot will not understand this and they leave this question and people don't have clarity regarding this median class. Median class, if we decide, then LM will be decided. W decided already. From this given data, what we came to know till now, I got n value 20. I came to know what is the width. Width is nothing but 11 minus 6, 5. Width is class size. Class size is same. Whether it is mode class or median class, whatever the class it may be, all have same width. So 11 minus 6, or you can take what is the median class. For that you take difference also. Fine. We need n by 2. Okay, now see how to decide the median class is take n by 2. N by 2 is 10, right? Now listen, my dear friends, these people won't understand properly. I repeat that you may not understand properly. Now focus, you will get the clarity. N by 2 is 10. N by 2 is nothing but 10. I had to see the class frequency which is greater than this and near to this. Cumulative frequency, sorry. Cumulative frequency which is greater than 10 and near to 10. Greater than 10 and near to 10. Greater than 10 and near to 10 required. Which one is that? Which is having that? Which class is having greater than 10 or greater than or equal to 10, near to that? It's not less than 10 or greater than that and near to that. Least CF, least value of CF, cumulative frequency, which is satisfying. I can say put like this. Okay, better. Greater than or equal. What is the least CF satisfying that? Least cumulative frequency, which will satisfy this is nothing but 11, right? So guys, is it 11? Right. So 21 to 26 is the median class. 21 to 26 is median class. So I now we have to decide median class is 21 to 26. So guys, are you getting the clarity? I'm just checking your chat box now. Right. So 21 to 26 interval, 427 and many mentioned. Superb. Right. So first you have to take 11. Yes, 11 or 21, 20. 11 means cumulative frequency mode class. Now you are able to decide LM and F also. In that formula, what is LM is 21. F is nothing but 5. F is this 5. What is CF? Now problem with CF. CF is cumulative frequency of the previous class. Cumulative frequency of previous class is CF. This one you have to take CF. In that formula, CF means previous class. This is the median class, I agree. This is the median class. But previous class cumulative frequency we should consider. You can see in that formula also I mentioned clearly. You can now read it. CF is cumulative frequency of the preceding class. For median class before that, not current one, preceding class we have to take. For preceding class, previous cumulative frequency of preceding class we need to consider. Preceding class cumulative frequency we need to consider. Right, see this. Clear. Now, once again, okay. Fine. See, 486, you just try to observe here. What are the data they given? Add one extra column, cumulative frequency. Okay, cumulative frequency is 1, then 1 plus 2, then 1 plus 2 plus 3, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 5. Like that we have to add. It's 1, 3, 6, 11, like that we got. Now, you got n value. N value means sum of all observations. Sum of all frequencies is nothing but equal to n, which I got as 20. Now 20 divided by 2 is 10. N value 20, my dear friend. I got 10 right. Now 10, 10 greater than or equal to 10. What is the least cumulative frequency available? 15 also greater than 10. 18 also, but least one satisfying that is 11. So that interval we need to pick. That interval we need to pick. This is called median class. Among that lower limits is what LM. In that formula, n by 2 minus CF divided by F. What is F is median class frequency. Median class frequency. What is CF in that formula, sir? Previous class cumulative frequency is what? This is the our focus median class. Preceding class means this one. For that cumulative frequency is 6. This is what we call like CF, cumulative frequency in that formula. What is W is difference between this interval. Every interval 26 minus 21 or 11 minus 6. All these are called W, right? Got the idea? 486. See that. Now, see this 21 to 26 is median class. N value 10 greater than or equal to this. Least CF satisfied is 11. Right. So I'm picking this is a median class now. So among that lower limits is nothing but 21. So we got the value LM is 21. N is 20. F is 5. CF is 6. W already mentioned 26 minus 21, which is 5, or 11 minus 6, 5. So with this all data, what is your formula? I'm using the top right corner. Next slide anyhow, that will be separately available. I'm showing that in this top right corner now. N by 2, N by 2. N is 20, 20 by 2, 10 minus cumulative frequency 6 divided by F. F is this 5. This all should be multiplied with W, that will be cancelled, plus lower LM. LM is 21. So it's like 10 minus 6, 4. 4 plus 21, 25. For this question, I hope you got median and mode both same. We already calculated the mean. Now we got the median, which is 25. If all these calculations are done perfectly, we got it like 25. See that calculations in this slide? Yes. This is n by 2 minus CF divided by F into W plus LM. Total we got 25. Got it? Right. Excellent, my dear friends. Now, what is mode? Mode class is which is having highest frequency. Which is having highest frequency, largest F is this. Largest frequency you have here 5. So this 21 to 26 is nothing but mode class. Which is having largest frequency. I can say 5 among the data. Sir, median class also same. Yeah, some questions will get both same. Sometimes it may be different. But we decided median class in a different style. Median class with respect to n by 2 closer one. That's a different way of doing. Don't decide every question both are same. Most of the cases fine, but not in every question, right? And we decided mid-range is nothing but lowest first row, first one, and last row, last one. Adding those two divided by 2. What is the range here? For this data, what is the range? I'll wait for your answers. What is the range? Range. Range is 35, right? So just subtracting the highest, last row, last one with this first row, first one, which is 35. Okay. Now, I hope you got the clarity how to do mean, median, and mode, mid-range, and range for grouped data and ungrouped data. Next, we need to focus on variance and standard deviation. Once you know the variance, square root of that will give the standard deviation, agreed. But for variance, there are a lot of stuff or a lot of data we need to play role. Because here it's very simple. That chance is also less, but in a safe side, we'll focus on variance related stuff also. We have a midpoint, okay, here, but there we need midpoint for variance as well. The data along with this fx model, we need midpoint, and there is some other stuff also required. First we'll go for ungrouped data, then grouped data. Again, while calculating the variance, there are two things: sample variance and population variance. And before moving for all those ungrouped data, variance and all, now everybody is required to do mean, median, mode, mid-range and range for this group data. I'll wait for your answers. Calculate mean for this. Calculate median. Calculate what is the mode class. What is the range? What is the mid-range? When you are mentioning the answer, please mention what you calculated. Whether you calculated mean or median or mode, please mention that. Don't say 60.5, 70.5. What is that? Please mention that as well. Don't directly post the value. What you calculated, you mention. Now, let's try. I'll wait for your answers. Here itself in the session, you have to get the clarity here. Yeah, all given the answer for range, mid-range, and mode class. That's easy. Main stuff is regarding mean and median. Yeah, fine, good to see that people responded that basic questions fine. So that's nothing but mode class here, mode class, which is having highest frequency, sir. That's highest frequency here is 8. So mode class is 69 to 72, sir. Okay, good. Range, sir. Range is nothing but 78 minus 63, sir, which is nothing but 15. Good. Range is 15. Mid range is adding these to divide by 2, sir. 78 plus 63 divided by 2, 141, right? So it's 81 and 60, 141 divided by 2. We got mid range as 70.5, sir. Super. But important stuff is regarding mean and median, my dear friend. Mean and median. This is good. Appreciating your effort. So try remaining dear. Mean and median. Try to do without calculator. Kindly solve without using calculator. Solve without using calculator, please. We got the data at what time you people join the session and what time you people are leaving the session. So please be there for the entire session and try to gain the knowledge, improve your skills. Right. So few given mean, median also good. Mean, median values also given. Excellent, my dear friends. So I'll just go ahead with that. So some people almost close, right? So all this mid range is 70.5. Some of you mentioned mean. So what is that mean value? If you just see that as per the output shared by all of you, 70.64 approximately. Approximately 70.64. Okay. Yeah, 70.64. Whereas median shared by you all people is around 70.68. 70.68. Sir, we are not discussed regarding how to find the mode. Yes, I'll give that point as well. Now, see, my dear friends, so yes, this is what F into XM you are going to find. It's difficult. That is why I given you the idea how to multiply when you have decimal. Sir, this is all even number with decimal point is easy to multiply. Try to solve without using calculator. This time, whether virtual calculator allowed or not mentioned in TCS. It not till now, not it mentioned. So we'll get that data soon. Okay, this is what 70.6 close. Median is 70.7 approximately. 70.7. So you given 70.68. It's fine. So 70.64. This is approximately 70.7. Right. Now If you just want to focus related to mode class is mentioned only. Mode class is already we decided. And if you want to find exact mode, I'll just give the idea how to do. Mid range is 63 plus 78 divided by 2. Okay. Now, before going for that range, variance, and standard deviation, give me 1 minute. So I'll just give you the formula how to put or how to calculate the mode, or else we have other relationship which can be utilized to calculate the mode if you want exactly. So we can use this formula L plus Fm minus F1 divided by 2 Fm minus F1 minus F2 into W. If you want to find exact mode value, this is mode class we are getting, right? We are not getting mode. We got mode class, is it? So one thing you can use this big formula. I'll just show you, okay, what is this F1, F2, L is, okay, LM, or else I'll put it like LM. LM, Fm minus F1, all this fine, mode, right? So or else we can use the relationship 2 times mean. Our mode is nothing but 3 times median minus 2 times mean. You can use this relationship if you want to find what is the mode value. See, as if you are, sir, no, sir, they asked only in questions related to mode. Can we do directly? Yes, you can do directly like this. Okay, or you can use this relationship also. This is better actually. This is easy stuff. Now listen, how to calculate the mode? We'll go for that previous example. If yes, this data is given, I'll add one more slide here. Yeah, one more slide will be added now so that we can calculate mode for this. Only it's not mode class now. We are focusing on mode. Yeah, here formula, if you can recall, what's the formula we given? It's similar to that previous L plus Fm minus F1 divided by 2 Fm minus F1 minus F2 into W. Okay. So this is mode. Sir, how to decide this LM? LM is nothing but first mode class we have to know. Guys, what is the mode class here? Mode class is which is having highest F. That is the mode class, right? So mode class is this 21 to 26. Lower limits is nothing but LM here for the mode class. FM is 5, mode class frequency. Fn is previous one. F2 is next one. Guys, substitute and W you know, right? W is nothing but width of the class. W you know. We can do it now. Guys, everyone try. Everyone try. What's the answer you got? Mode. Mode is this. Just substitute all the data. Calculate the mode. I'll wait for your turn. And use that relationship also. 3 times median minus 2 times mode. That way also you can try. So everyone calculate using this data now. Fm minus F1 divided by 2 Fm minus F1 minus F2. Yeah. LM21. You got all the data right. Instead of calculating median, you can use this also. You can calculate mode and mean. You can calculate median using that. As we know, the relationship is mode is 3 times median minus 2 times mean. We can use this also to calculate the other one. So guys, what do you got? LM is 21. Fm minus F1 is nothing but 2. Width is 5. 2 Fm 10. 10 minus 4 minus 3, we got 3. So it's nothing but 10 by 3. We got 3.33. So it's 24.333. Is it? Mode here 24.333. Right. So this is how we can calculate mean, median, and mode for group data and ungrouped data also. So my dear friends, mode, hope you got this idea. Right. Mode is easy in fact. Only struggle when you're calculating median or mode is that formula. How you remember this formula is playing role. In denominator, in fact, you can put this easily Fm minus F1, Fm minus F2. If you want to remember this easily, denominator Fm minus F1, this difference, Fm minus F2 like that. You can put in that way, Fm minus F1, Fm minus F2. That is definitely positive because Fm is the highest frequency, right? Preceding one, F1 is the frequency of preceding class, F2 is the frequency of next succeeding class, next one. Previous class frequency, next class frequency. Right. Mode class, median class, mean, median, mode, mid range, and we are done with range as well. So I hope